In the far reaches of space, beyond time and beyond mortal comprehension, the energies of rage and vengeance stirred once again. These were not ordinary emotions. They were not fleeting reactions or momentary surges of adrenaline. These were cosmic echoes, forces older than stars, as eternal as entropy. In one corner of the cosmos, beneath the ruins of a forgotten world, stirred Mangog, the living wrath of a billion souls, each extinguished in Odin's genocidal purge of a forgotten race. He was no longer merely a beast or a force of nature. He was the culmination of divine injustice, the walking personification of hatred magnified by injustice. And across the star-speckled void, on a desolate alien world pocked with old battle scars and the rust of forgotten machinery, stood another avatar of wrath. Red Hulk, General Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross. A man whose hatred for the Hulk had become so all-consuming that it reshaped him into a monster himself. But unlike Mangog, Red Hulk's rage was not borrowed. It was not inherited from cosmic forces or born of divine catastrophe. It was personal, earned through years of disappointment, pride, loss and betrayal. His transformation into Red Hulk wasn't merely scientific. It was symbolic. He was the military-industrial complex made flesh, controlled, precise, but always on the brink of self-destruction. What brought them together was not accident, nor fate, but the pull of inevitability of cosmic justice seeking its champions. A ripple in the timeline caused by the destruction of a powerful Asgardian artifact sent shockwaves through realms both known and forgotten. As reality warped, the multiversal balance teetered, drawing the attention of both wrathful titans. Mangog, sensing the scent of Asgardian magic and the lingering trace of divine arrogance, surged forth from the void, seeking to destroy what remained. Red Hulk, sent by an elite task force investigating cosmic anomalies, arrived not to protect gods, but to seize power for the United States government. What remained of it? Believing that even the divine must kneel before superior firepower. But as their paths converged on the scorched plains of Nidavellir, now a hollowed forge world abandoned by even the dwarves, something greater stirred between them. Red Hulk had come for conquest. Mangog had come for retribution. Their ideologies were forged in very different furnaces, but they both burned with the same color flame. And yet, there was a difference. A deep, philosophical divide between the two that no strength alone could bridge. Red Hulk believed in will, human will, strategic dominance, and the capacity of man to ascend through intellect, force and sheer determination. His rage was justified in his own mind, always aimed at what he perceived as moral weakness, the indecisiveness of Banner, the mysticism of Thor, the failure of the gods to protect humanity. He was vengeance wielded by control. Mangog, on the other hand, was the wrath of the voiceless, the forgotten, the extinguished. He was not angry in a human sense. He was hatred itself, pure and all-consuming, not directed toward any one person but toward the hypocrisy of divinity, the gods who played with mortal lives and then absolved themselves with mythology. He did not simply want to destroy gods. He was the destruction of gods. He had no strategy. He had no political ideals. He was consequence. Their meeting on the plains of Nidavellir was not a mere physical confrontation. It was the collision of ideas, rage fueled by control versus rage born of injustice. As the red sky bled over the horizon and the winds howled with cosmic energy, they spoke not with civility, but with the brutal clarity of warriors who understood the stakes. Red Hulk stepped forward, his skin glowing with nuclear heat, his eyes pulsing with tactical precision. "You're just a beast. No discipline, no strategy. You think raw emotion is enough to win. That's the difference between you and me. I control my rage. I channel it. I weaponize it. Mangog's voice was like 1,000 screams fused into one. You are but a child in a general's uniform, seeking purpose in conquest. I am the reckoning of gods. I do not channel rage. I am rage. You speak of control, yet your very existence is proof that your hate consumed you. Red Hulk snarled. I made myself this way. I didn't need 1 billion souls to fuel me. Just one purpose, to bring justice. Mangog stepped closer, the ground fracturing beneath his colossal hooves. Your justice is forged in arrogance, mine in remembrance. Your power ends when your blood boils too hot. Mine ends when there are no gods left to slay. In that moment, something in the stars seemed to flinch. The laws of physics strained to accommodate the convergence of these two philosophies. One man, a general who turned himself into a monster to wield his vengeance. The other, a monster who became the embodiment of the vengeance denied to an entire civilization. And so, as the four Jambras of Nidavellir reignited under the gravitational tension of their power, the gods watched in silence, not out of reverence, but out of dread. Because they knew this battle would not end in a draw. The surface of Nidavellir cracked beneath them as they collided. No introductions, no hesitation, just pure, merciless force. Red Hulk struck first, leaping with a seismic roar, fist burning like a sun flare. He connected with Mangog's jaw, and the impact triggered a shockwave that rippled through the dimensional veil. Dwarf forges' long silent ray ignited. Distant stars flickered. Mangog staggered not in pain but in surprise. Red Hulk pressed the advantage, unleashing a flurry of hyper-accelerated strikes, each one increasing his internal temperature. The very air ignited around them. He moved like a tactician, hitting pressure points, manipulating angles, using battlefield awareness like a sixth sense. He grabbed Mangog by the tusk and hurled him into a molten canyon, the ground splitting open from the force. Mangog rose, flames licking his armor like skin, his eyes glowing with cosmic fury. He spoke no words. Words were for those seeking diplomacy. He charged with the wrath of 1 billion souls, screaming for vengeance. His fist landed on Red Hulk's chest, not with speed, but with weight, the kind of weight only eternal hatred could carry. Red Hulk flew backward, smashing through mountains, his ribs momentarily crushed before his gamma-enhanced healing forced them back into place. He wiped blood from his mouth and grinned. Now we're talking. He surged again, his entire body now glowing red-hot, plasma flaring from his skin. His core temperature spiked beyond what his containment threshold allowed, and the planet itself began to suffer. Volcanoes erupted, magnetic fields collapsed, the planet screamed. But Mangog was unmoved. Every blow from Red Hulk was a story of fury. Every counter from Mangog was the judgment of the dead. Red Hulk grabbed Mangog's arm and absorbed his energy, trying to drain the divine hatred within. But Mangog did not operate on conventional energy. Red Hulk's body shuddered. He expected gamma radiation. What he drew in was agony, memories of extinction, the psychic wail of children silenced by gods. He staggered, gasping as his mind buckled under the emotional weight of it. Mangog brought down his fist. Red Hulk caught it mid-air, muscles bulging. I won't be broken by ghosts, he shouted. No, Mangog growled, but you will break for them. Then Mangog unleashed his full strength. Not a punch, not a kick, but a roar. A soul scream of 1 billion voices crying for vengeance. The sound alone shattered the tectonic crust. Red Hulk fell to one knee, blood running from his ears. His control began to slip. He powered up again, pushing his body to solar levels, turning himself into a walking inferno. He leapt, landed a strike that melted Mangog's shoulder, but it regenerated. Instantly, Mangog grabbed Red Hulk by the throat and slammed him into the forge's core. You fight for control, Mangog whispered, but you are consumed by it. I fight to win, Red Hulk rasped, detonating an energy pulse that sent both of them flying. The battle raged across the sky, through mountains, oceans of lava, and hollowed-out moons. Red Hulk unleashed every ounce of strategy, every kill move, every detonation. He drained a nearby star's corona and hurled it at Mangog. Mangog caught it, and crushed it. Then he walked forward, unburnt, unaffected. Red Hulk's body began to deteriorate. His internal systems were failing. The heat was too much, even for him. He'd fought gods before, but this wasn't just a god. This was justice incarnate, the weight of divine failure given. Finally, Mangog drove Red Hulk into the heart of the dying planet. With one massive stomp, he cracked the planet's core. Lava surged. The forge collapsed. Mangog stood above the broken Red Hulk, who still struggled to rise. "You fought with purpose," Mangog said, "but you never understood consequence. You became what you hated, and in the end, you were only a man." Red Hulk, battered and burning, looked up defiantly. "Then finish it." Mangog nodded. "Not because I hate you, but because a billion voices demand it." With that, Mangog raised his fist and brought it down. The forge died. The wrath remained.